Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. And you are here. Shout out. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show with your host, the Crypto Lifer. Thank you so much for that intro guy. You're unbelievable. Love you, intro guy. You're the man, dude. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're doing well. I was going to ask you guys, it's pick a background day. Do you like this big background, or do you like the clear background where you don't see anything at all and you can just chart up right behind me? You guys tell me what you think. Chris Conlon, you make the call today. Chris Conlon. Do we do the cool background? Or do we do the clear background? It's up to you, Chris. You let us know. You let us know what you like. Do you like me big? Do you like me small? I could be smaller. You could see the whole background. Or I could be big. No background for Chris Conlon. I also was kind of hoping this is what you would say. No background. I kind of wanted that. Because I get to be a little bigger. Look, can I be this big? No. That's big enough. That's big enough. Don't need to make my head any bigger. I kid. I'm so funny these days. I kid. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday out there. Out there in this crazy world. Let me bring that mic nice and close so you guys can get real intimate. Really feel it. Really feel what's going on with the Crypto Lifer. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're feeling good. On Wednesday, February 3rd, the day that the Giants were to beat the Patriots. David Tyree would catch a pass off his back of his helmet. They would beat us 17-14. Horrible times. Shout out to you if you're from New York. That was a great day for you. The Giants coming home with 2 rings off of the big boys in their dynasty days. Those would have been 2 more chips added. Unbelievable. Brady would have had, 8 rings now? Unbelievable. But shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's get in to the big thing. Talk about that loss too, Sam. To the Eagles. It was tough. How did we lose to the Eagles? We threw a bomb at the end of the game. Almost had it. I remember. At least the Eagles got it. Hey, give one to Philly. Boston had a couple. Give one to Philly. All right. Guys, big things are happening in crypto. Aave, my best boy, my best friend, my holder of holders, is about to break out of this rising wedge. You can see it peeking out on the 4-hour. Look at this. If this breaks out parabolic, Aave is whipping to 450. We got into Aave around $80. $341. That's a 4x and some. That's a 4.25x, if I'm not mistaken. But again, we're going to start the day with a different thing today. We're going to do Dogecoin. Just for my buddy, Chris Conlon. He's a new trader who ran into Doge as the candles were pumping. His heart was pumping. He felt it. He needed it. He had to be a part of the party. He also had probably some leftover capital. So he's not sweating it. What I want to show you is really, really beautiful. We talk about this on the show almost every day. Now it's been happening every day. When the bottom of the pattern is created by the 200-day moving average, that is a bullish sign. This is very bullish for Doge. Okay? Doge is running out of room. Look, up, down, coil. Low on the stochastics on the 1 hour. Low on the stochastics on the 4 hour. Stochastics a little middle bone, but maybe they could come back for a double top here. Very possible. So they are getting halted from their downtrend. They're moving to the upside. So the daily stokes are kind of in our favor. The 4 hour looks beautiful. Look at this double bottom. So if my name ain't the crypto lifer, Dogecoin is about to blast and go back to possibly 9.6. I swear I saw it at 10 on other exchanges or on other people's computers and phones. I saw pictures, but hey, here for USDT Tether, it was 8.7. But that tells me that Doge is looking for a blast. Now, the good thing about Doge is you can play this pretty close to the bone. Here's your buy zone for Doge, and we're going to initiate this into the chat. So here's your buy zone for Doge, meaning it bounces, breaks out. This is your area to buy. So here's your buy zone. And this is from a subscriber. He was on at the beginning of the show. He was the first subscriber. And he said, start the show. He was the first, not the first subscriber, but the first person to write a message today in the show. And he said, please start the show with Doge. So I'm just doing what I love to do. And that's holding you guys down. Can I get 14 likes from the 14 people watching, though? For crying out loud. I'm giving you a free trade. You didn't even have to pay for it. And you're probably highly likely to not do anything I say on this channel, because you shouldn't be doing anything I do on this channel. This is all for just entertainment purposes only. We take a look at this. And there's your trade, man. There's your trade. 197% gains coming to you when Doge decides to pump yet again. So the first like, I appreciate that, Chrissy. All right, Chrissy, then we get to do something you want. You let me know, Chrissy, what's going on. You let me know what you want. Now we're going to get into Bitcoin. The reason why you guys come here every day. I've been bullish on Bitcoin since we were stuck in the pattern, since we never broke the bottom. Even when we wicked back, we always made it back in to the pattern. So Bitcoin has been just holding us down. See, we came up, we came down. At first, we were in this bull pennant. And I was like, we can't break this level. And we did. We did break this level. And then I drew the bigger pattern. And I said, okay, well, maybe we bounce at this area here. And you start building your support and resistance zones now for Bitcoin. Got my sleep schedule back. That's nice to hear. It's nice to hear. So there's the channel I think that I have drawn for Bitcoin right here. You see it? And it's choosing a new trajectory. Down, up, down. Looks like it wants to make its way back to the top of the pattern, which would coincide with about the all-time high. You know, and then we could come back down, test 40,000, maybe even this area. So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin right now. Forming this upward channel. Okay. Harmony looks like it might be a sell. Get more after a correction. What does it look like to you? Okay, hold on 1 second. We're doing something different, Chrissy. We're going to jump into what Chrissy asked for, which is Harmony. We're going to get right back into Bitcoin, though. So pause. Pause on Bitcoin. Yeah, one Harmony. Big wick up, too. All the way to that 1 cent area. Let's take a look how far away it is from the moving average on that 4 hour. It's a little far away. It could still pump a little more. It's got some room. It is high on the Stokes. It's got a little more room to go. Either sell here or sell in a little bit, right? There's my target up there for Harmony at 0.131. Would be another 10%. But we'll see. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is spent, right? Says that it's going to have to retrace or, you know, You have this pointed down. These could sometimes double bottom. So you could look for that. But you also see the MACD spent losing a little momentum and the RSI pointed down. So it's bearish signs on the 1 hour. Right? Also, the 4 hour looks like it wants to follow. Yeah, I mean, pretty far away from the moving average. Look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is not too far away from the moving average. Depends on where you got in. If you got in here, you may want to hold on for the ride. But if you got in here at this pump and you just took it up a little bit, let's take a look at that 15-minute. Spent on many occasions. Yeah, it looks like for a couple hours it's going to cool down. The run may not be over, but yeah, it's spent on multiple occasions. But there could be one more. I wouldn't be surprised if it does push up one more time to this area. But if you're already up nicely, yeah, I would take some profits here. There's many indications that the run is slightly exhausted or getting towards the end of itself, for sure. All right, let's get back into Bitcoin. But thank you for the first like. She was the first like, so look what happens. Wow, 21 likes? Dude, I looked back a second ago. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for jumping on into the live stream. Okay, so Bitcoin on the daily. Look, MACD cross. Just beginning. Just beginning. Beautiful thing. There's some momentum on the uptrend. And look how much room we have to go. To me, this is a perfect correction for our next move to the upside. The MACD can get very big. We have room here on the stochastics RSI as well, on the daily. So I am very bullish on Bitcoin, okay, as I've been before. Had you stayed with me, you never would have missed any of these moves. Had you listened to the rest of the people, even people in my own group. Shout out to BS Social Swap, the perpetual bear. I love that kid, but he has become the perpetual bear. He has. Because you know why? Like, I'll be honest, I have a child coming, so I'm running around getting things done. I was painting a room yesterday, putting together bed frames. You know, I'm just doing, like, house stuff for my wife, making sure she's happy, making sure she has everything she needs. Got to do that for your wife, guys, especially when she's pregnant, man. And, you know, I just jump into the chat here and there, so I don't read the chat constantly. I don't see everything in the chat. Some days I do go back through the whole thing. But I have moderators, people watching it, and I just jump in and I see BS just posting another bearish scenario. He's like, oh, this is about to dump. I'd be careful here, you know? And I'm like, wow. I wonder how many altcoin pumps he's missed. Anyway, good job, Sam. Yeah. Harmony up. Everyone should have 4 likes each. Get 4 channels per email. LOL. Hello. Right, JV Supreme, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Steve in Bangkok, man, all the way in Bangkok, and he comes all the way out here. So here we are for Bitcoin, right? And you can see, look, the 4 hour even. A little exhausted, but still has room to go, but it's just getting there. I feel like it's going to flag out here and go sideways. Let the altcoins do their thing. So I feel like Bitcoin's going to do something like this. It's what the chart conveys is the proper language. But something like this. It's just going to go a little sideways here. You know? Something like that. And then break to the upside. And what that would do, that would cool off. We get a little pump more to cool down. And that would cool, we could come down here as we go sideways. And that would cool off the 4 hour RSI. And then boom us off. And then the 4 hour RSI would be in total movement with the the stochastics here. And also this here. Also, this is what I pointed out to everybody. A lot of people didn't see it because a lot of people don't study their divergences properly. But you had swing low to swing low. Okay. And then you had, and that was an uptrend. And then you had swing down to swing down. 9 out of 10 times this plays out. This plays out. Like 90%. Like my mentor who taught me this is like, I play this blind, man. I trade this blind. And I'm like, you know what? I start to believe him after 2-3 years of playing divergences. Man, look at that. That's hidden bullish divergence. Textbook hidden bullish divergence, if I've ever seen it. It tells you that the trend will continue. Okay, we saw this with Fluent months ago. And I pointed it out and said, you know what? Fluent at 225, 224, or 245. This is the same pattern, guys. The same pattern. It doesn't matter if it's a stock, a token, or a coin, right? You let me know. If you see swing up to swing up like this and swing down to swing down with the big uptrend in the middle, it tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. So beautiful thing we're seeing here for Bitcoin, hidden bullish divergence on the daily, which is the strongest type of hidden bullish divergence you could find. So with that being said, I would add 2 longs here. Remember, and I said I would long at 33.5 yesterday. I said I would add to a long at 32. I've consistently called the Bitcoin movements literally for months now. I had someone in my channel say we're going to 22K numerous times, until I had to eventually tell him that he would have to bet me $100 if we hit 22K before we hit 54K. What's happening with DAG or Pundy X? Pundy X, man, nobody really talking about Pundy X. It's on the low. If you're not in DeFi right now, you're missing out huge. If you're holding on to some coin from 2017, like look at me, I recreated myself. You know, I got into cake. I knew selling cake at $3 was a good idea. I did mention it on the channel. I said maybe we should take some profits. Look, the daily is so overbought at this point. We even had the divergence. Slight divergence, not perfect, but slight divergence. But yeah, cake went up too high. It has to come back down and touch the 21-day moving average, you know. Take profits, guys, on the way up. The stakes keep you in sometimes, but take profits on cake, because look, you would have been able to sell your cake at 3 and buy it back for 215. Even on the low of 191, if you can believe that. So cake took a hit, of course. I mean, it pumped like you wouldn't believe. It should never have pumped to $3 like that. That was a fast and furious pump. So now cake's going to have to come down and probably kiss the 21-day moving average. That's what happens. Hopefully it's somewhere around here, which looks like 191. Could be some more downside for cake as it's just beginning its movement here on the daily. Hopefully we can go sideways from here, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, definitely some profit was taken on cake. But I recreated myself, is what I'm saying. Is I held on to some coins from back in the past in 2017, but I also ventured out. Like I got algo. I got the coins I figured were needed. Look at algo, up, down, up, down, up on a wick, down, up, up. And if algo can break this level here, it's basically going into all-time highs yet again for algo on the daily. Also soon to get extended though. Probably you could make it to 80 or something like that. Please, could you look at CRV USDT? We will. Now, so Bitcoin I'm bullish on. We went over the daily for you. We showed you the 4-hour. I said we should go sideways. So we went over Bitcoin. If anyone has any questions about Bitcoin, let me know. But I think we covered it graciously. We are going up, said the crypto lifer. Back to all-time highs. Well, let me give you my target, because every day I give you the target. We recreate the same chart, and I give you my target for Bitcoin. We talk about the targets, right? So you guys can hold me to these targets. Bitcoin right here, 54,630. And then another target, the bigger target, $66,000, 66,700 or 66,400. Okay, $66,000, guys. 66,000. And I think we could reach 66,000 sometime by like late April or May. Honestly, I bet a good friend 50K by May. I think I'm going to easily surpass that. Easily. Bitcoin would only have to go up a little under 40%, a little over 40% for me to achieve that. And that's so viable. So it's so easy. It's very possible to happen. Highly likely. We're in the C's. We'll run over CRV for you real fast. Keep you engaged. CRV pumping hard, right? Double bottom, and then it boomed up. Did its thing. We had a target for CRV. Look, all the way up there. There's my target at 247. We blasted past that. Now we're doing a bit of a flag. We hit the 4-hour. Look at this. So this is healthy. This is what you want to see. See? 4-hour wants to turn, but you get a lack of bearish momentum. You reset the Stokes for a double bottom. You're pointed up. This tells me that CRV is about to take its way out of this pattern. A lot of bullish signs right now on the 4-hour. You can see the MACD is about to turn up. We had a lack of bearish momentum after we had our pump. This is in a clear double bottom. You can see the W. has multiple bearish signs going for it. Like it's almost, that's why I'm not saying it's easy, but sometimes there's some trades that are they're a lot more probable and they make sense to you. You would have, and what you want to do is just buy the bottoms of these W's. When you start seeing the first side of the W and it's coming down, put some limit orders where you think the bottom of the trend line could be. You know, play a little voodoo with yourself. So there's your buy zones. This will break up, hopefully retest and break to the upside. 36% gains all the way up to 359 for CRV. Now we're gonna look at Bitcoin dominance. No, we're gonna do what we do every day. We're gonna do what we do every day. You don't gotta ask for Bitcoin dominance. Okay, let's take a look. Now, Bitcoin dominance. Now you can see we were downtrend. We got held a little bit here by the 200-day moving average. We broke that. We're in bearish signs. Then we had a death cross here, which is the 50-day moving average crossing the 200. That brought us even lower. We formed a bottom, tried to form another double bottom, but it feels like we're sliding a little bit here. So let's take a deeper look now. On the 4-hour, we had an extreme lack of bullish momentum. Look at the size of the MACD histogram there. It was nothing. And it looks like we may want to curve back down. I see bearish signs so far right now, curving down on the stochastics. We could come back down here below the dotted line. RSI is in a low place, really not a lot of movement on the RSI. Now we take a look. Yeah, and look, we're in another downtrend here. You know, until we decide to break up to the upside. This is just continuing in this channel. You have to assume it will continue in the channel till it's not. Even a bit of a shoulder, head, and shoulder too, which could send it back down here. Let's look at the 1-hour. Yeah, it's just channeling in a downward channel. These are great signs. Dominance slipping a little bit. With Bitcoin still making gains. See, Bitcoin, money can come in right now. Like say someone has $100 billion. They could put 50 billion in Bitcoin and 50 billion in the alts, and dominance will stay the same. So dominance does not have to go up for Bitcoin to go up. It doesn't. Sometimes it's a big indication that we're going to see a big movement, yes, but it doesn't have to occur. Okay, it's not like something that we have to see, right? So let's take a look at what else we see going on in the markets. So now let's take a look at total and total 2, which I gave you as very bullish for the last week straight. I've been preparing you for these moments. So when you see, oh my God, like everything's up, and like I've been preparing you for these moments. I've been talking about this stuff over and over again. I've been showing you a trajectory. Look at my trajectory. Look at it. Matching almost to a T. Up, down with the retest. All the way to my line. It's like exactly insane, right? Because we knew this would be a slight resistance at $1,086 billion, at $1,086 billion. We're about to break that 100. We did break into the 100. We were very close. 90 it says here on the chart, but well over the $1 trillion now. $86 billion over the $1 trillion mark, and we formed this beautiful wedge, which we're breaking out of. So now things are going actually to plan, and you can see my nice temporary target here is at previous resistance at 1,141,000,000. We break through that. We're going to gap back up to 1.480. Okay? $1,480 billion for the total market cap. So that's about a third. So Bitcoin going up. You're seeing a lot of things are going to take that market share. You could see we want to make it to the top here. Big gains coming for the total market cap. See, the last time we made a run like this, we ran up really nicely. We consolidated, and then we boomed up. Now we consolidated, we're going to boom up. And this is how we're going to make moves throughout the legs of this bull run. Now, I told you, remember, 300 was a big deal, $300 billion. We're now peaking above the rising wedge. Can we not break back down into the pattern? This would be beautiful. We are holding a really high level here at $400 billion for the altcoins. The altcoins are looking very attractive. They're gaining steam. I believe we're going to have a hyperparabolic phase in the altcoins like people have never seen. I believe this is just the beginning People are just learning about Aave, SXP, Theta. People are just learning about these coins. People are just starting to find out what's going on with Uni and all these new coins, VeChain. People are just learning about the coins, guys, that we've been talking about for months now. I told you to watch Sand, Ocean, and Waves. Ocean and Waves have been a little slow. Sand had a nice pop. Looks like Sand's going to hit a nice pop soon too. So we gave you total market cap, which is all the cryptos. We gave you total 2, which is just the altcoins excluding Bitcoin. We showed you Bitcoin and we showed you Bitcoin dominance. We gave you a good picture of what we see coming in the next couple of days. So you now know, okay, all coins are looking good. We gave you Zilliqua. We talked about Zilliqua. I made a play into Zilliqua at 6.8. It was only a matter of time for Zilliqua to break out of this consolidation it was in. Very similar to Theta. I go over it almost every day on the channel. I talk about it. Still not even a bad place to possibly enter Zilliqua. You want to basically buy the breakout of this level. Because look, previous resistance. Zilliqua just has to break above that. Honestly, bit of a cup and handle here for Zilliqua as well. On that 1 hour. You know, you see the cup here. And then you see a bit of a handle on the side. Right? And take your target from the bowl. And there's your target for Zilliqua, man. Going all the way. To the moon, man. To the moon, dude. At about 9362. So that's my next target will be previous resistance, right? If we could break through that, then it's off to new areas of price discovery for Zilliqua. So if you took the call at 6.8, let's see how much we're up so far. About 12 on 6, which is about 20%, right? So we got in about 6.8, really close to it. Yeah, right there. Yeah, we're about 18% gains on Zilliqua. Shout out to everyone who took Zilliqua. I've been looking at spot all last month. I've been doing the same thing, my friend. The same thing. Anybody on the Troy train? No. Aave going to all-time highs and crushing it. What do you guys think about Aave? Which one of you is in Aave? Who's in Aave? We kind of already went over it a little bit. We'll also throw 1 inch in there, but 344, man. Aave. I have Aave going to 350, and it looks like it wants it bad today. Unbelievable. Every time I go to sell Aave, I tell myself, hey, calm down. Now, yes, I could have sold it here at 320, and then that was on February, but all I had to do was wait like 3 days. So if I just had some patience, boom, we're back above it again. It's unbelievable what we're seeing in the crypto space today. And you know what it is, though? We consolidated, too, for the last few weeks. So as much as we feel like we're up, we've been consolidating. Yeah. XRP, man. No one really wants to talk about XRP. It's a waste of our attention span, honestly, right? It really is. It really is. We'll go into it in a second, though. Let's take a look at 1 inch, man. 1 inch is really what you want to talk about. You're wasting your time. 1 inch on the 1 inch exchange. Decentralization is taking over. That's what people want. That's where the money's going. Mana was one of your calls a week or two ago, and it's just starting to move. Slow mover for Mana. Look at 1 inch though. Boom. 1 inch has been performing unbelievable. I make a call, it booms. I make another call, it booms. It booms. It's forming the parabola. I love it. The parabola. Look for it to not break the parabola, right? Hopefully it can boom up from here and continue its trajectory to the upside. I have a target at $8.14 for 1 inch. So I don't think 1 inch is even close to done. Once people learn about it and they like it, the 1 inch exchange, baby. The 1 inch exchange. They did a bit of a uni thing, giving away a bunch of coins. That created the initial sell-off. Wow. That's what we're looking at. Remember, insane what this coin just did. It started here. It just came out on December 25th. Already forming a bit of a history. 1 inch. Doing something amazing. Form that cup and handle with the second handle, third handle, and just boom, boom, boom. The 1-inch exchange, man. And I don't think it's done. Target at 118. Holding us down. Let's take a look at that daily. Doesn't give you a lot. There's really not a lot of data. I think we're still going to go a little sideways here. Wait for the stochastics to reset on the 1 hour. It's only take till maybe this afternoon. 4 hour looks like we're about to have a cross and boom to the upside. So this is looking juicy. This is looking very, very juicy. 1 inch, baby. 1 inch. So, yeah. I talk about 1 inch a lot because I don't want you newbies to forget. And I don't want you newbies to miss out on these big gains. This thing, we talked about it. We were in at $1. $1 and $1.24. $1.30. You know? I mean, if you've been in crypto and you have a substantial amount, you're making like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day. A day. We're talking a day for the last 20, 30 days. Money has just been flying into cryptocurrency in ways that I cannot believe. It's been unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable train run. You know, I even bought XRP at 25 cents on that last dip. I bought it back, and that's up. It's funny. That's up $229. The XRP buy. Should have sold it when it was all the way at 60 cents. Damn. But just to flash some trades at you guys, you know, just to show you. These are small. A lot of my trades are holds, and they're not even up on the board at this point. But we jumped into Ether at about $6.645. I was telling Ether this was the play. We have a bigger Ether holding, but this was an ETH call here. 3.82 ETH for 2,400. That 2,400 has earned $3,500. So you add the 5 and the 5, you know, you're at 4. That's about $6K off of the $2,400. Booming. And then Aave, 1,500 turning in to, you turn $1,500 into $6,000. Look at that. 300% gains. Those are the gains. That's not the total. Those are the gains. Then you add the initial. That's how you make money holding. We got in at 84. This thing's at 34. We're up 309% on Aave. And then some small plays I'm in as just added to SNX. A little bit of capital I had on the side, added to some SNX. I also hold a bigger bag of SNX too. So letting those plays play out, but the rest of it is up pretty nice. Yeah, I got this turned off so you can't see my information, but I'll show you my holdings. We got Aave in there, Ethereum, VeChain, IOST, XRP, Waves, Ocean, Zilliqua, Polkadot, Theta. All right, Binance Coin, Icon, Synthetics, Chainlink, HoloCoin, Band Protocol. A little bit of Tether, 1 inch, Sushi Swap, Civic, EGLD, baby. EGLD. I talk about EGLD all the time. Watch for it to follow in the footsteps of Aave. Let's get into Algo. Algo, one of my favorite picks. My brother-in-law is in Algo. It's one of his picks he took, and you can see breaking out of this bit of a bull flag here and breaking out. Still has room to go in the 4 hours. So the 4 hours telling us, man, it's going to be a nice afternoon and day. There's more room to go in a lot of these coins. So look for Algo to continue up. And once it breaks out of this rising wedge, I have a target for Algo to go up. First it was 70. Now it's breaking out from the bottom of that trend line. 58% gains all the way back to 109 for Algo. And these things have been ripping as we go. ETH about to break 1,600. Unbelievable. Once ETH kind of forms the push, ETH becomes the catalyst for the rest of these altcoins. Take a look at Alpha. Alpha was hot for a while. People were really looking at Alpha. Now it's flagging, and the 4 hour looks good. I'm telling you right now, Alpha is something to watch. Already went on a bit of a parabolic move, similar to 1 inch. Like only did the beginnings. We could see 1 inch. This could do a 1 inch. You know, it's only at 198. We could see this. Look, it has a large pole. Pause. But this thing is ready to go. 450. I feel like this could do a 1 inch, man. Alpha to 1 inch. Alpha to 1 inch. I like Alpha right here. I even may enter Alpha. I like where it's at right now. I like the call for Alpha. The 4 hour looks beautiful on many of these coins. Are you most bullish on waves? I'm most bullish on it all, man. It's all going to do its thing. It just depends on which one at what time. You know, you just got to hold a proper bag. Just got to hold a proper bag of everything. And do your research as we move through the space. But Aave at 343, unbelievable. These are the things that make dreams happen, man. These are the dreams that make things. These are what make dreams happen, honestly. ARPA doing its thing at 3 cents. Like, you're gonna see, like, look at these 4 hours. So this one's spent. See how, like, this is the difference between a hot chart and a not hot chart, right? This is the 4 hour. Look, stochastics pointed down, spent on the MACD. You know, yeah, you could make gains. I'm not saying it's not completely done, but you missed the pink and the green, but not algo, right? Like, see, algo is just getting started. So see what I'm saying? Not alpha. Alpha is just getting started. And see, this is how I keep you from wasting your time. You come here, and I've vetted these things, and I know exactly what to show you. What's looking right? We have the multiple bullish scenarios. Put that mic a little further, please. Only dude to say that. Why? Just like too close to my face? This guy's hilarious. I'll move the screen down. How's that? But I like it. I like it when it's like this. I like to be in your head. I like it like, yo. Anyway, Balancer doing its thing. Band. Let's take a look at Band. See, now we look at Band on the 4 hour. You can see Band has done its thing. You know, Band doesn't look like alpha. It's up here. It's getting a little spent. It's resetting. Let's take a look at what we see happening for Band. Has a little bit of a cup action here, though, too. So we look at that on the 1 hour. Interesting. Bit of a cup and handle for Band. Tiny cup and handle, but would you tell me that is not a cup and handle? As small as it is, to me, it looks like it's possible. It's a little mini cup and handy. How funny is that? That's interesting, right? I have a target up here for Band. As it's breaking out now, look for it to consolidate and continue its way to the target at 1646. So watch for Band to do its thing, man. Band holding $12. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. Watching Band. Band, I feel like you have to hold it during the bull run. You're going to see it do some amazing, amazing things. So Band, a little spent, though. It's not going to be the play. Like Alpha, I'm telling you right now, Alpha, I'm going to give that a 8 on a 1 to 10 on a trade, man. I'm on my phone, can hear you fine. Are you using 3 commas to manage your portfolio, or are you just holding? I'm doing a little bit of both, Markin. I'm doing a little bit of both. What about Litecoin? Dude, I love my Litecoin. Shout out to Lex Gudrun. Let's do a roll call here. I see some new names up in the live stream. So shout out to everyone here chilling in the live stream. Really appreciate it. 26 likes, 22 people. You guys are rocking my world today. Let's take a look at what's going on. Chris Conlon, Oz, Levi 52, roll call, baby. So I just kind of give everyone's name. Shout you guys out for being here. Chrissy Fouts, Chris Conlon, Noel, Oz, Levi's 502, XRP Musa, my dude, JV Supreme, Chrissy Fouts, Steven Bangkok, Nate Lee, Bagwell 33. We usually have more people on the comments. Tiago Cruz, Markin K, and Lex Gudrian. Okay, are you using 3 commas to manage your portfolio, or are you just holding? No, I'm doing a little bit of both. Some are on hot wallets, some are on hard wallets. It all depends. Okay. Sorry, got in late. Had a busy day. No worries, man. As did I. Stay away from the Blackberries. Stay away from the Nokias. Stay away from GameStop. All that stuff, guys. As you can see, we did not mention it here. We had a live stream where we discussed the goings-on, but we did not mention any calls. We weren't discussing that. Really watch Alpha. I'm going to really discuss Alpha, man. I'm really just watch Alpha. It's going to reset on that 1 hour. But I think tonight, later on tonight, it's going to be a possible entry for Alpha. UMA. A little bit of UMA in your life, right? This guy's asking for UMA. Chrissy Fouts is asking for UMA. Let's take a look at UMA. Chrissy with the #1 like today. Uni doing its thing. And that's what I see happening for Uni, if you wanted to know. We'll take a look at that in a second. The 4-hour looking unbelievable for Uni, doing a bit of a double bottom as well. Double bottom here. Look at double bottom, double bottom, double bottom, and a double bottom in the price as it's kind of going up in an uptrend. So Uni looking unbelievable. Look like it could go parabolic, hyper parabolic up out of that where it's at. Let's take a look at UMA, which should be right next to it. 1617. UMA doing some big things. UMA blasted out. So you can see, man, if you were waiting for it, you were kind of looking at this flag here. A bit of a flag falling wedge. You can see, what do we do? Like we talk all the time. We bounced off the 200-day moving average, the yellow line. See this? We discussed that a lot. And that could have been your entry. Bottom of the trend line and the bounce off the 200-day. When you can get your trend line in line with the 200-day moving average, which we talked about earlier today, what had that? What had that? If you guys can remember, whoever remembers gets some big points here. We went over a coin already today. We talked about how the bottom of the coin's shape of its the shape that we were trading had a moving average below it. Which one was it, guys? If you can remember, we made a shape. The 200-day moving average was actually like in parallel line with the bottom of the shape, and that's something I talk about a lot. I want to see if you guys were paying attention. If you can remember that coin, let me know. Let me know. Okay. See if you guys are really paying attention. See how sharp you guys are. Theta is going to go. I've been talking about Theta a lot lately. I've got a trade on Theta posted in the group. And let's go over that trade for you guys so you can see what is going on. We got a buy zone for Theta as we're breaking out of the triangle. Hopefully it's not a fake out like this one. We can continue to the upside. We do see that the 4-hour is spent though and wants to curl back down. So we're going to have to go sideways yet again. What's up with Nano? We'll take a look at Nano. That's also a call on the channel. But here is the call for Theta. Again, don't do anything you see on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. But we're here. Stop loss right here. Entry right in this area. So this would be your entry, 218. This would be the area to entry. It is the top of the buy box. I feel like we might get a little lower just because the Stokes are high on the 4-hour. Swing over to that daily though. We're about to have a very bullish cross. Stokes are pointing up. We have a bit of a double bottom on the RSI. Sideways double bottom there. And a bit of a double bottom even inside of the pattern. You can see that. So sticking to the daily, we're looking very, very, very strong for Theta. So beautiful thing, man. The 4-hour and the Theta, once the bull run really, when the bull run's rocky and things are up and down, you use the 1-hour, you use the 15 minutes, stuff like that. But once you're really in an established, well-established bull run, you switch to that daily, man, and you just start rocking out. Like, you just start dollar cost averaging into these things. Like, you would buy a little bit here. A week later, you would buy a little here. A week later, you'd buy a little bit here, right? 1 or 2 week period. And then you hold for 2 to 3 weeks. And then you sell a little bit here. Maybe you sell a little bit there. And then you wait. And then you watch for the next consolidated move. So you hold pumps until you see them consolidate. Then you can feel like you can ladder out and ladder back in. It's just this is going to reoccur over and over again. So it's just something you want to learn to do. And just do it nice and calmly. Like right now, Theta is screaming buy. Look at the daily for you. Like, don't go against the grain here. Just keep using my system. Pink with the blue line curving. Make sure that the stochastics are pointed up. Make sure you have some type of bullish pattern. Look, double bottom in the RSI. Double bottom in the price. Now you're using patterns that break out 68% of the time. You have that with you. Then you're also in this bull pennant, which breaks up 68% of the time. So you have a double bottom. You have a bull pennant. You have a MACD cross. You have multiple what's called confluence moving for you. You also have all these in a line, the moving averages, 200, the 100, the 80, the 50. None of them are crossing. No bullish sign, no bearish signs. Everything looks absolutely beautiful for another run. So these are all in a line. This is what you're looking for. And the daily has very, very strong indications. The daily, man, is all you need. The daily will set you free. So these are calls. Don't make it harder than it has to be. If you're new to this, if you want to understand how I'm doing this or how I make it seem easy, because it's not easy, but it's simple, man. The simpler you keep things, the better. Look, buy zone, stop loss, sell zone. It's that simple. And I just showed you all the reasons why I'm bullish on Theta with Confluence. Sushi just continues. Sushi is defying all odds. You can see now it's clearly in some type of bullish, kind of bearish divergence here. Not perfect, but a little bit of bearish divergence. If we can push up, though, and the RSI can get even higher, which is very rare, but if that RSI can get above this one, then it's not. We are getting very high on the Stokes, though. If you took profits here on Sushi, I wouldn't be mad at you. We're super far away from the 200-day, the 21-day moving average. We're getting very overbought as well. Feel like there could be some more moves in Sushi, but for the most part, wow, like 1470 for Sushi. I'm going to get you. Just made 8 in jails. This is hilarious. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. Really appreciate it. $14.71 for Sushi. Interesting. Makes me want to take my Sushi out of stake right now and take. I feel like you got to sell some Sushi at this point. That is a screaming sell on the daily. It just is. It is. If more comes out of Sushi out of this, I'd be very surprised. We didn't curve yet, though. We have a little, we could still get this further up on the Stokes. So Sushi could go one more run up to that 1580, 1510. But something's kind of calling my name here, telling me I feel like I should sell my Sushi a little bit here on this move. So yeah, Sushi, man. Sushi doing its thing. Unbelievable. I really feel like if you're in Sushi, I personally would take some profits on Sushi. Those are giant candles. We haven't seen anything like that. Usually there's a sell-off, like we said, for Cake. Same thing for Cake. You just gotta you gotta play things. Still some more room though on the 4 hours. So the 4 hours saying, hey, we're not done yet. But what a run we've had. I mean, there's really no bearish divergence yet completely. I mean, this is flat, though, and that's a high. So to me, it's still technically bearish divergence. Sushi at 466, 467, and moving. Wow. Sushi did its thing, in my opinion. Let me show you what I saw for Sushi. And, wow, it just... And then you wonder, though, I'm in Sushi at about $1, $2, $3, a couple buys in there. Why would I even think about selling Sushi, Unbelievable, but... And there it is. Even flatline this a little more. Something like that. You take the length of the pole of the price. Yeah, I mean, Sushi's about to hit that target. Parabolic runs for things of this nature. I mean, we were back here in November 14th. We're at $1. This is 14x. A 14x, my friends, since mid to late November. I was telling everyone that's when I decided to go in. I don't know what happened to me or where it was, but I was just like, there it is, man. Sushi, man. Sometimes you get lucky when you sit in the charts all day, I guess, right? Is it luck or is it diligence? Diligence out of diligence. Opportunity spans opportunity, right? So let's take a look at SXP breaking on out, and looks like it's doing nicely. Came down, didn't do a 100% retest on that 4 hour. It's getting a little overbought though at 147. Take a look at that daily for you. Daily as well. So just watch SXP. Hard to say 10 times fast. Hard to say SXP, but if you take a look at SXP, boom. They say luck is merely opportunity meeting preparedness, though, right? I mean, that's what people say. So if I wasn't into crypto, say I wasn't into crypto, then I wouldn't have had any luck, right? If I wasn't charting, then I wouldn't have had any luck. So one may say what they want to say. Like literally every coin I've purchased is up. You know, maybe there's 4 coins I'm only up like 20 to 30% in, but every single coin, like let's talk about, and I've told my subscribers about these coins. I've put people into these coins. I've discussed these coins in depth. What we want to talk about now is YFDI, man. Okay, I get into YFDI, 1,500 a coin. Why YFDI? Let me discuss why I like YFDI. Let me put it on your radar if you're new to the channel. If you haven't heard me discuss YFDI, well, you're going to hear me discuss it. If you heard me discuss it before, you're going to hear me discuss it again. YFDI, man, and what it does and why I like it. YFDI Finance. Coming in at $4,468 for one coin, okay? When I first purchased this coin, it was $1,500 a coin. So I've 3x'd my money already in that restraint. And I put in about $2,000, right? So it turned 2K into 6K. But that's not the only thing, okay? That's not the only thing. We go to YFDI Finance, okay? I'm also going to sign into my MetaMask wallet. Okay? If you're not sure what these things are, stick with us and join the Telegram group in the link below, and you will become a lifer, someone who really can navigate the lifer space and see things for what they are. Okay? And take advantage of everything that crypto has to offer. So if you go to the stake on YFDI, you can also farm. The DAI Vault, deposit DAI and earn YFDI. Vault, return APY, 24% APY, earning YFDI. 20 YFDI per month are the pool rewards. YFDI ETH LP pool. That's a 73-day lock. This is a 90-day lock. An ETH YFDI LP Vault. 45 YFDI a month in the pool rewards. So there's rewards in different pools, depending, you know. This one right here. So that's if you want to earn YFDI. You can basically farm it, right? So that's one way to earn some YFDI. I am staking it. Connect your wallet to the YFDI, right? And you can see now the claim and the earn, right? So I've earned 0.163308 YFDI, and we times that by the 4468 price we're at, and I've earned $700, and I've only been staking it for like 40 days, right? So that's a car payment real quick in 1 month, staking YFDI. Now I've also put in, I can't stand that. I can't stand what I just did. This is a new feature on you know, the Microsoft Office. Just did it again, dude. Stop putting away my okay. Just threw me off real quick. Okay, so take a look here what we're seeing. Now, what of YFDI? Well, it earns and yearns and burns, man. And look, 50% in a day, up 68%. And I'm going to show you the chart for YFDI. We had it up a second ago until we got moved around. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's take a look. So here's my YFDI chart. Now you can see it was in a cup and handle, and I discussed that. A little bit of a cup and handle here with a big target. My target for YFDI is 5,660. How do I get that? Where do I come up with that? Well, look, we were about to have a bearish cross on the daily MACD, but we did not. We pushed back up. We also have room on the Stokes. It looks like we really want to get up to my target at 5,660. So I'm staying bullish on YFDI. And you can see it's clearly just forming this kind of consolidated bull flag. Look, giant double bottom there, a W. That played out, hit its target, And now it's showing some indecision dojis. A doji is a candle. This is an up and down candle here. You can see it's red with wicks on both sides. That's a star doji, indecision doji. What that means, you want to take a look at the 12-hour. Still has a little room to go. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4 hours spent. Wants to go sideways or curve to the downside. So you can see, okay, could have a little more room to go. But, you know, maybe we'll double top here. We've seen that. But for the most part, I'm thinking we're going to go down for a little bit and maybe touch the 21-day moving average. Possibly back to 3,700, which would be sad, but it's possible. You know, it's just something I see in the charts. We got a big pump for YFDI. A very, very big pump. So you can see it's been a very profitable coin to hold. So I put in $2,000 at about 15. Let's see, 2,000 divided by 1.22 coins I got. So I paid $16.39 for them. Okay, and now I have. Let's see exactly what I have now. Right. So we put in $2,000. Now with the staking and the earning and all that stuff, we add up the combined earns. And this is why you need to stake and you need to learn how to find out what DeFi is and use DeFi to your advantage. You know, I wasn't always the best at DeFi. I didn't always know every single coin, but now I know where to go. I'm in different groups. I know who to talk to. And I've established my own group with people in it too that help us. So, and look, there's 1.37 YFDI, and I'm going to times that by 4,468. And now I have $6,139 off of my $2,000 investment. And that could continue to make money in stake throughout the bull run. Could take that out in August and see that it's $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to live on. You know, maybe some, you know, that could be my life money. Just like, you know, 70 grand, pay the bills, keep my life going, while the rest of my investments can work. So this is the plan for these coins moving forward. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a blast and you're doing well. That doesn't sound like luck to me. Do you have positions in XLM? You know, my wife does, so I don't. You know, my wife has some positions, but I do not. So we'll take a look at XLM. Stellar Lumens. Actually, let's jump in the fun with ETH, man. Let's not forget, ETH is about to hit $1,600. 2 giant candles. That's a supreme breakout. And look, it's not uncanny that I have all this tracked out. I have like 100. That's another thing, is most people don't have the ability to track all these coins. Like, I have hundreds of coins tracked. I'm just saying, you have a plan and a strategy. Will YFI dip for a buy-in? Shout out to Bitcoin B. I think it's going to dip to 3,700, 3,800 if you're lucky. I think that's about where I see it possibly going. Yeah, a little bit of a dip. It always dips. It has a small circulating supply, so it doesn't take a lot for it to take a little bit of a dip. But it can't dip too much because not enough people sell it. So it just kind of takes a dip, and then it loves to respect its support and resistance lines. It really does. It really does. Like let me go into the 4-hour and show you what I'm talking about here. So when we saw it initially doing its thing, right? Like, look, it pumps here. So here it comes out at $264. It pumps all the way to 1,000, does a 4x, but it would give it all back and come to 317. And mostly all this coin's dead, right? Then it would consolidate, and then it would go pump from 396 all the way to 1,700, another 4x, only to come right back down to $900. But look where it came down. This line and this line, same spot. See, boom, boom. So it hit a place where it had some, you know, previous resistance. It seems to really like to do that. So then look, it pumped up here, came back down. This time it went pretty close to it yet again. You can see here's our previous pump. And where would we come? And we would come and hit this place right here. Same area, right? Then it would pump again. All the way up here. Reject, pump, pump. So, it's more than likely that it, and actually, you know what's interesting is it already seemed to have done the retest, which is, see, it pumps, comes down, and then look, it bounced off this area here. See, it loves to just come right back to previous support and make a bounce. So to me, the next support region is here. It did bounce at 38. Oh, wow. So look, it pumped all the way up to 4,500, 46. Then it came all the way back down to 39. And that was its, and now it pumped again. That's interesting to me now. It looks like it will consolidate here now, similar to something like this, you know, and then continue up. I would watch it closely now. It's interesting. I think it has a lot of eyes on it. ETH at $1,593. And it was simple for me, man. I told everyone to get into as much ETH as you could. It's only a matter of time. ETH was about to blast. I'm getting really good at timing. And the reason is I'm getting good at timing is because I'm understanding what's happening in the overall space, right? I'm feeling out the space, and I'm like, all right, well, ETH always goes behind. And I'm also taking what I saw happen in the last bull run and just what I see with ETH and how it moves with Bitcoin. And so what's the cheapest coin you have? Example, BitTorrent currently around 0.006. I wonder how far this can go in this bull run. I don't own BTT. I don't think BTT is going to do that much, man. I've been holding BTT for like a year and a half since I got it airdropped, and I finally just sold it all, I'll be honest. So, yeah, I held on buying XLM, went in on ETH instead. Yeah, I mean, but look at ETH. So I think ETH is going to go up here to about $2,300, $28 before it has a bit of a stall or decides to consolidate right in here. So that's my next target for ETH is about $2,300. ETH is going to be $5,000 a coin before you know it. Like, you're going to flash your eyes and you're like, wow, I can't believe I don't own any ETH. It's $5,000 a coin now. And it's only a matter of time. So stay tuned for the ETH show, because ETH is about to do what you saw Bitcoin do. Remember that? Remember Bitcoin when it broke its all-time high? Remember what happened? Boom. It shot out to 40K. How fast? Faster than fast. So 3K easy for ETH. I believe 5K is like the 40K for ETH. I feel like it's going to have to do a little more than a double up because of its size and the movement. So look out for ETH, man. Do you expect to sell off around 2,100? No, around 2,300 possibly. But I don't think a big sell off, something just like you see here. I think you're going to see this. This is what I believe we're going to see for ETH, because the demand is going to grow for ETH. And as people get into the market, they're just going to be like, oh, like, you don't have some ETH? I think we're going to see something like this. Just to consolidate. You know, we're going to consolidate around here. Yeah, maybe a sell-off like 23, right? Look back down to 2,000, maybe 1,900. That 1,850 dip, you know, everyone loves that 1,850. You know, we break 2,000, we get above it, then we always have to dip back to the 1,850. These levels right below the 900, you know how it works, in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. But then you like, oh, I missed the dip. Then everyone's going to say ETH is on rocky waters. ETH looking bearish. They're going to start that whole story again. Is this the top for Bitcoin? Bitcoin's at 66K, yada, yada, yada. They're going to do what they did to you guys for the last month, telling you that we're bearish, trying to get you to sell your Bitcoin. So Ethereum. One of my friends just texted me. He said, why is Ethereum rising? Right? So what I'm going to do is record this for him. I'm on a live stream with about, I don't know how many people watch it, maybe 60 people, you know, when you go to the whole total amount of views with concurrent views. But right now, you ask, why is ETH rising, right? Well, number one, I told you that Ethereum, the way to get into coins on Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, is Ethereum. Now, after what happened with GameStop and all the issues, people don't want to use centralized exchanges anymore. They don't trust Robinhood. They want to use an exchange where there's no CEO, where there's no scumbag running it. It's just an AI computer that manages the back and forth transactions. And that's what a smart contract is on a blockchain. There's no human being that can get their greedy little emotions in there and try to steal your funds or try to stop you from trading like Robinhood did. So people flocked to Uniswap. When people flock to Uniswap, they have to buy ETH to buy the coins. They have to buy ETH. They're going to pump the ETH price. ETH was about to hit its all-time high. Everybody knows in trading that once a stock hits its all-time high, it starts to go up really, really a lot. Usually doubles or triples. We saw that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin reached 20K. It very fast, within a few weeks, went all the way to 40K and some. So the thing is here, we knew that, and we also, everyone in crypto knows that ETH follows Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin does something, it takes about 3 to 4 or 5 weeks, and then ETH usually does the exact same thing, meaning it does the exact same pattern or moves in a similar way on the chart. So everyone was waiting for ETH to break 1440, which was its old all-time high. It got really close, then it came back down to 12, then it played games, and that's what's called consolidation. When I saw that ETH didn't go below 1200, I knew that there was heavy buy pressure for ETH around that area. People were going to go into ETH, people were playing with Greek, and then next thing you know, I knew we were going to get back. Once we got to 1400, I knew the all-time high was only a day or two away, and I knew 1400 was us going all the way. So I just wanted to explain that's why ETH is going up. So I just sent someone that as a text message. It's interesting, you know. So ETH will hit 10K for sure, easily, very easily, very easily. I just got you shout outs. Thanks, man. Subbed and turn on notifications. I got to you the shout outs. Anytime, man. Anytime. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button. Can we get to 50 likes? Can I push it today? Can I push it? Yes, you can. Can I push it? Yes, you can. GameStop. I told you guys, stay away from this stuff. 98. Stay away from this stuff. It's funny, all my friends that didn't trade, I know one friend who never trades at all. He's sitting there buying BlackBerry and GameStop, and he's calling me talking about stocks, and he never talked about stocks again. Another one of my friends that, like, he invests, but he's not the best trader. He jumps in on Doge. So I saw what happens to retail traders. I am a retail trader, but I consider myself a professional at this point. But retail traders who don't, I'm still a beginner though. Always remind yourself you're a beginner, the beginner's mind. EGLD, guys, EGLD on the daily is a little spent. Interesting. A little far away. May want to take a bit of a retrace. Funny, EGLD. I might take some profits there. Yeah, you hopped on Doge on the late tip. On the late. But look, you guys are lucky. Look at Doge is looking good. 1 hour's looking great. It's actually now an actual trade here on the channel. I'm going to post this right now in the room. We got our buy zone, our stop loss, and our trade. And I'm going to post this to the trading room right now. Four hour looks unbelievable. See that? Could have a little more downside. But I like where we're at. Lucky for CC, he should be able to get some gains out of that. For sure. For sure. Okay. Talk about Doc a lot. I used to trade Doc all the time. Funny, it was like my baby. I was gonna trade Doc all the way to the moon, you know. I rode it from 1.5 cents to 3 cents. Now it's back to that all-time high. Watch out for Doc, because if it breaks 3 cents, it's gonna break the all-time high. The all-time high was about 3.5 for Doc. I sold it about 3.2, 3.3. I haven't touched it since. Started its new trajectory in November. You can see November was that turning point for a lot of these coins. This thing was 0.07. So everything is done a 4 to 5, 6, 10x, depending on where they were in the cycle. Seeing a lot of big moves though. Engine Coin had a nice pump. Now it's doing a bit of a retrace, bouncing off of a Fibonacci level as well. The 0.5 fib here, and starting to correct and make a move. I like Engine Coin where it's at. Let's take a look at it on the daily. The 4 hour doesn't look too good, but the daily looks great. See that? Bounced off of that retrace, starting to make a move. So yeah, I like Engine Coin, man. Between 34 and 40 cents really is the buy zone, in my opinion, for Engine Coin. So this is really, yeah, anywhere in here, man, I feel like is a money place to jump on the Engine Coin train for its next leg to the upside. I remember Engine Coin been giving Nano some competition on votings. Let's take a look at Nano. Nano's one of my calls. I like Nano a lot. Nano, one of the greatest coins in the game, honestly. It is environmentally more friendly because it doesn't use as much computing power as Bitcoin. It's superior to Bitcoin in many ways, except for the code, right? Bitcoin has that code, man, that just no other coin has. There's a reason why you're talking about Bitcoin and comparing it to Nano instead of the other way around, right? As much as we all want to say what's better and what's going to be better, we have to talk about what is better and what is rocking out right now, and that is Bitcoin, not Nano. You know, Bitcoin at $37,000, but I'm saying Nano going to 671 pretty sweetly, and I like the call here for Nano. Look at the daily, looking really good. We're just start trading that daily only, man. Even stay away from the 4 hours. Really no need to look at it anymore because it's the overall trajectory that we want. It's the overall trajectory, and you can see buy zone, right? Right click and clone. Right click and clone. There's your sell zone, and there's your stop loss. I see how it's the same trade for me over and over again. And that's how you can turn trading into an ATM. If you just do the same thing over and over again. It becomes second nature. You just start to know what you're doing, you know? Buy zone, sell zone, stop loss. And there you go, right? Making moves to the upside. I like Nano a lot, and we're going to put this into... Like, I can also tweet it, so follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33 because that's going to hit Twitter. So if you're following me on Twitter, that's also going to hold you down. Follow me at CryptoLifer Trading Room in the Telegram, and look, I'm posting these charts for you to see now. We have a KSM chart. We have a Doge chart. We also have a Nano. And if I post them in here, that means they're stone cold calls. So, again, don't do anything you see me do here on the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. Get yourself a financial advisor. I talk about Nimic a lot, right? Nimic kind of falling down, but now breaking out of this rising, falling wedge. Might be a new trajectory for Nimic. We'll see. It did form that rounded top. We'll see. But starting to make a move, and the daily looks pretty healthy. Starting to kind of change its ways here. So, Nimic, baby, doing its thing. I'm going to retweet that. We'll get some likes. Can you go over silver, boss? Yes, for sure. Ross, man, when are you going to take the tutoring, man? Now I'm like kind of a pissed. You know, like it's 1 hour, man. You just sit down and you get a notebook and you learn. Take a look here. Silver came up hard at $28 a coin, right? $28 a bullion, an ounce. But it came back down. Came back down and retested this level here at 25. Really good, strong support here. Also bouncing off the 21-day moving average, which is healthy. So you can see here's your support zone for you can see we had a strong area right there. So this is strong support. There was chunk movements here. There's some movements here. So strong support in this region for silver, right? So I think this is a great place to load up, honestly. That's a load zone. Here was another load zone. And we got rejected at previous resistance, and that's why you always want to take profits. Look, right there. And that's why we had our green line there at 28. Now, if we break 28, we're going to gap back up very fast at 33. And I even have a bigger target, hopefully up there. Oh, this is a silver trust, though, right? But still doing the silver price. Here's silver, my bad. Sorry about that. That was Silver Trust, which was a silver stock, but it wasn't exactly silver. So let's take a look at silver. So yeah, silver came up hard, hit my target at 29.81, which was previous resistance. Same thing we're talking about now. Now came back down, and now is in this, you know, it looks a lot like that because that was based off of silver. So yeah, it's in this zone here. I think there's very strong support at the 25, high 25, 26, even this 27 area. There's very strong support. The daily wants to curve down though, like as we say, right? So this will want to do its thing. So I think silver is going to go sideways like this inside of a pennant. And when this is ready to break up, that's when I would enter a silver trade right around there, and boom, we would make it to the money side. 4 hour is curving down and wants to curve to the upside though. You might get a small pump, double bottom forming too, back into the pattern for silver. So like I see we could basically double bottom here and then break back into the pattern, go sideways, and then break to the upside. So it looks like you just have a little more sideways movement, recovery movement for silver to get back up above that $28 region. And then, yeah, I'm very bullish on silver getting all the way to $36 an ounce. If you hold it for about a month, month and a half, you're looking pretty healthy. Wow, we're going for that $1,100,000,000. Looks like we hit it actually, got rejected at $1,104,000,000. We're back to 1.9 for total market cap. Total market cap. Give me some tickers, guys. Let me know what you're into. Cake has fallen 30% approximately. Funny. I like GE. I talk about GE a lot. Discussing GE a lot. Flagging here. So you can see it's forming beautiful consolidation. You know, GE, bit of a double bottom. Also, bottom there. You know, watch for GE to break on out of this pattern. I like where GE's at, and it kind of tells a lot for the overall market because GE is a beast. Yeah, you could start building a position in General Electric. That's something that I talk about because I believe they have patents in hydrogen, and hydrogen will become the new way we move. 47% gains out of GE. Let's take a look at gold, holding $1,800.35 an ounce, doing its thing, kind of consolidating here. I'd like to take all these follows off, these little yellow follows for the moment, but fell down and it forming like kind of a bear flag. But it is in a different channel now. To me, it's in this channel, and it's forming a new an entire new trajectory. Have to make sure it really holds this level where it's at. It's kind of a big deal. 1834, 1830. I don't want to see it break below that. Stochastics are getting low and resetting on the 4 hour. Says that gold's probably about to make this. This is probably the trade you want to make for gold. And it's going to come all the way back up to the top of the pattern at about $2,000 an ounce. 8% gains for gold. Possible inverse head and shoulders forming on gold. Yeah, it is. Yeah. NIO, a lot of people like to talk about this. NIO looking very bullish. Look for it to break out of this bull flag area, consolidated, falling wedge. But look, the 4 hours about to curl to the top, looking really good. I think you're easily going to get up to $76 for NIO. It looks like a shoe-in. Pretty simple trade, you know. Here's your buy zones. There's your buy zone. There's your stop loss. Remember, don't risk a lot. Don't do anything you see me do on the channel. This is all for speculation and entertainment purposes only. And there's your sell zone. That's the trade, man. It's the same trade over and over again. Right, guys? A lot of people could take this. This is in the stock market, so people can't complain that I'm not giving you gold. Buy zone. And there's 33% gains, man. Right? Buy zone, stop loss, and sell zone. And there we go. And there we have it for NIO. I'll post it in the group just for giggles. But yeah, man. That's a stock suggestion. So people are gonna be like, wait. But to me, NIO is like crypto. It's like, you know, new age, different. Things are moving, you know. 1,600 on my SATs. He added cake on the dip, staking it in the pool. It's a good idea, man. That's a good idea. I may add cake on this dip, actually. I think that's a good idea. Sell some SNX for cake on the dip. And then start staking more cake at this level, because this is a good level to begin to stake. You want to begin to stake on low levels, so the stakes become part of the move, right? So this is a perfect time to begin to stake. It really is. I agree. I agree. I'm buying some cake then. Not a lot, but I'm just going to keep adding to my cake bags when I get the chance. The cake is the gift that keeps on giving, man. So here, I will be buying some cake. Possible inverse head and shoulders on gold. Yeah, it is. Let's have some conversation, guys. Throw it in there. I'm into the chat heavy right now. I'm back into the chat heavy. Let's do chat heavy. Right now, we're in a chat heavy environment. So right now, the chat's going to become part of the main crux of the move now. So throw in your outlandish comments. Throw your funny things. Let's get into the chat. Let's start having a discussion about what's going on as I sell some SNX. Okay. For some BUSD. Smart trade it. 1 second. Hey Monkey, are you calling for the little one, or you want to talk to me? What'd you say?
So ending that February vacation, the 15th to the 19th.
Yeah. Let me call you right back. All right, cool. So check it out. We have SNX, right? So now we have some USD. The issue is we need to buy or sell some BUSD for USDT. So we need to go to USDT and find BUSD. This is to get cake. So now I'm going to be able to get BUSD. So now I want to take, right, this 700 and I want to buy BUSD, right? Look at that weird spike. That would be a horrible day to buy BUSD. Jesus. Or maybe a good day. I don't know. Or am I selling? No, I'm buying. Yeah. Boom. So I'm going to buy BUSD. It's a really good time to buy cake. Like, you want to jump on this low, on this cake low. Right? So we bought the BUSD, and now we go to a BUSD market. I know it's insane, right? Most people would look at you like, I just want to trade the stock market, use my E-Trade account. I don't want to have to do all that. Well, you won't make that cake money then, boy. You know? Then you won't get in on that cake. I don't know what to tell you then, boy. $2.09 for cake, man. If I can get cake down $2, I'm going to buy me some cake. $2.10. We could smart trade it. But no, we're going to end up staking it. So it's going to leave. It's going to leave pretty fast. So buy and sell. So then we're going to buy the cake. All right. At 210. It's legit. It's legit. Give me some cake. We'll get 350 cake on the low. 334 cake? Did it give me the cake or not? Do I have my cake? Did you give me the cake, baby? Okay, so finished. So we got the cake now. So now we got some cake. Now, if you're not sure how to stake cake, you could stay tuned and I'll stake the cake with you guys here. So take a look, baby. Take a look at the cake, baby, guys. baby. So now look. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna move that cake. All right, we're gonna show you how we move that cake. Stream should have kind of done a little bit of a thing, but we should be okay. Let me take the health of that stream. Excellent connection, seems to be great. All right. What type of cake? Black Forest? I eat steak with some cake. I eat steak with the cake and a bacon, a rake, and a hake, and a lake, and a make, and a take with a steak and a hake, and I put you in a lake when I cover you, and I put you in a lake when I cover you with leaves after I rake. So just gonna show you how we get that cake on out of here, right? Because it's not the easiest thing in the world to stake your cake, but it's important that you stake cake, especially right now. In my opinion, again, don't do anything you see me do on the show. This is all for entertainment purposes, only, completely. But now I'm gonna teach you a little thing about Pancake Swap, and you know. So you're gonna go Pancake Swap, finance. All right. So there we go. You're gonna go here and you're gonna have to connect your MetaMask wallet to the Binance Smart Chain. If you don't know how to do that, come into the Telegram. See, this keeps going up. This is 4,700 ETH now. This just keeps going up. This is interesting. This keeps going up in value. Anyway, cake height, ELD in the pools. So we go to the pools, baby. And dude, I almost earned a whole EGLD, which is about 60 bucks now. Wow, they've brought this up to 105 now. So this pool is gaining momentum. This pool actually may go up in value. So now this pool is gaining APR, 100% APR, or earning EGLD. So you're harvesting EGLD for the cake. So I'm running an EGLD pool on that cake right now, okay? So now what we're gonna do, okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to go, ooh, I don't want to show all my funds like that. Anyway, we're gonna go move that cake. All right, I'm gonna show you how do we move that cake. You're gonna go to wallet, you're gonna go to fiat and spot, and you're gonna go to search a coin, okay? And so we're gonna go to cake. All right, Pancake Swap, and then we're gonna go to withdraw, right? So now we're gonna withdraw that cake, but we're gonna withdraw it. Where are we gonna withdraw it? Have you confirmed the platform you are withdrawing supports the Binance Smart Chain? And yes, I have. I've confirmed that. I'm actually the one. If the destination application does not support, your assets will likely be lost. If you withdraw your assets, the Binance Smart Chain, to an address in the destination on it only supports the ETH network, you will lose your assets. Yes. Are you familiar with the Binance Smart Chain network? Yes. So too many people made mistakes with the Binance Smart Chain, so they're giving you a little test. They're like, if you don't know what you're doing, then you're not going to be able to do this. So we know what we're doing. And so what we do is we go to our MetaMask wallet here in the Binance Smart Chain, and we're going to copy this address right here. See this? We're going to copy that. We're going to go to withdrawal, and we're going to paste that address. Recipient's cake address. That's the cake address on the Binance Smart Chain. We're going to send the max cake, 334, that we just purchased off of the exchange. And we're going to ship that cake on over. Whoa. So we're going to have them send a code now to an email. Okay. It's a lengthy process. They send a temp code to the email. And then they sent the temp code to the email. which you have to put in real quick, as well as the authentication code. And you only have 30 seconds to do so, or 60 seconds to do so. So I usually mess it up and have to do it again. So you copy that. So you copy, the first thing you copy is the verification code that they sent you. And then you put in your authenticator code. And I have 11 seconds. 8, 4, 7, 2, 4. That changes every second. And boom, I submitted it. It went through. So the request was submitted. Rate your experience. It was great, right? And boom, and there you go. Now I've sent the cake, okay, to the MetaMask wallet. And now we wait for the cake to arrive. All right. Now we wait for the cake to arrive. And I just keep compiling things. Like, cake just made me $10,000 in reef, which is unbelievable, right? So this is kind of what we want to do here. This is what we're establishing. This is what we're doing. All cake is good. Staking cake for cake is 12% return a month. Yeah, man, you can't beat that. You really can't beat 12% a month, honestly. Like, while it's already going up 100%. All right. If you're new to the stream, we take a look at 1inch all the time. 514, 1inch, breaking out like I talked about. And I just said too, this is probably a great time to accumulate some 1inch. And look, it's ready to go on the 4 hour. It has everything going for it. It's extremely bullish right now. The 1inch coin, man, 1inch, baby, doing its thing. Everything. Wow, ADA. Let's take a look at ADA, man, my baby. I don't talk about Cardano enough because it's like a long-term hold. It's never like a big move. But look at Cardano forming a bull flag here. Does have to cool down on the stochastics in the 4 hours, so you're going to say it probably will kind of go sideways for a little bit. But were you looking at that 1 minute? Was it pumping on that 1 minute? Nah, not too bad. It's all right. A little bit of a pump for ADA. Nothing's crazy. Pump from 42 to 43. Yeah, a little bit of it. Slight little pump with a retest. Nothing crazy for ADA right now, but I'm telling you, 1inch is the hot coin, man. 1inch is hot. All eyes on 1inch right now as it's gaining momentum and just about to have the cross on the MACD. I mean, it looks beautiful, right? It's a little spent on the 1 hour, though. So after this pump, maybe wait for it to go sideways. Look for a pennant, a flag, or something like that on this 15-minute. And then jump on in for the next pump, because then the 1 hour and the 4 hour will be in conjunction. Total moves together, and that will be an amazing thing. So yeah. So now we're going to wait and see where the cake's at. The cake should have arrived by now. And there's our 334 cake. If you guys don't believe me, it's right there. There's our cake. And then we're going to go to the cake pool. Or we're going to look for the biggest APR. The Heget pool is pretty big. Heget, right? That's 165% gains. Or the UST pool is 160% gains. Interesting. But I just believe cake will go up the most because of what cake is. And so why not just compound the cake for 147% gains? So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to hit this plus. We're going to hit max 334. We're going to confirm that. You're going to pay a little fee, which is tiny. You're going to confirm that gas. It's going to pend. Eventually, you're going to see it go through, which I think it did already. You hit this again because you might have to hit a confirmation. The cake should disappear here too as well. So look, when you see the cake leave, see how the cake just disappeared? That's how you know it's there. And now you're staking cake. And when you have a time, you hit the compound button, you add more to the cake earned. And you let it run, man. There's your details. And there you go. You're staked on cake. You can unstake at any time. So I'm staking EGLD right now. And I'm also staking some cake. And I'm letting that run and do its thing. So there we go. Cake, 1inch, dude, 510, man. 1inch wants to break off that all-time high at 553 and continue to the upside. So big things happening for 1inch. We talk about 1inch a lot here. Tends to take up a lot of space in the game here. 1 inch. Bitcoin hit about 37,141. Came back down. I told you right now, because that 4 hour is spent, looks like we're going to have to go sideways right here for a little while. I feel like Bitcoin is just going to do its thing. Bouncing off of 34.8 and 36,000 area. Getting people kind of hyped up. And then we're going to see a big move for Bitcoin. You can see you also get a little text for Binance telling you that they've moved something around. Look, your withdrawal was successful on Binance. So, yeah, man. Cake, baby, cake. Accounts just continuing to go up every single day. It's insane. BZRX forming a bit of a flag here. Don't sleep on this. This is Hadouken's baby. BZRX forming a flag. Let's take a look at it in the 1 hour. How much bigger is the flag? Wow, the 1 hour flag looks righteous. Remember that 4 hour does want to roll. Looks like you might get a tiny pop though. Just temporary movements here, but it looks like you'll get something like this. Up to 52 from 38. Before the 4 hour kicks you in the teeth. You know, may already be kicking you in the teeth though. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so like number 38, dude. You guys are amazing, man. Doing great. Let's take a look at the news today, and then I'm going to jump on out here. It's 11:30. I have a baby appointment with the baby today. It's a big appointment with the baby. Big baby appointment. So we're going to look at that. We're going to see what goes on. See what's up with my little baby. All right. This is 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. An hour ago. This is 2 hours ago. Yeah, I mean, I called the bottom for all you guys. I said 29 is the last of it. I'm going to go in hard right now at 29K. A lot of people thought I was out of my mind. There was a lot of bearish people, man. It's funny how the bears come out of nowhere, man. These bears come out of nowhere, man. They're like, yo, I'm a bear now, man. Like, I'm just going to start talking a lot of shite. Talking shit all day. Anyway, Ethereum hits a new all-time high. Here's what's next. Ethereum's price tested its resistance levels for a few weeks before hitting a new all-time high of 1,540 on the charts, based on data from Sentiment. In fact, at the time of writing, on-chain and technical analysis pointed to a short-term top ahead of the CME futures listing. Another positive sign observed in the charts was implied volatility, with the same noticeably elevated ahead of listing. While the aggregate daily volume of ETH futures at press time was well below 20 billion, dropping from last week's levels. Ethereum futures listing on CME inching closer. There may be a significant hike soon. So Ethereum's going to get listed. Since the CME is one of the biggest market institutions, it's likely that Ethereum futures listing may offer an opportunity for an increase in the investment flow into Ethereum from institutions as part of their capital allocation strategy. Though it is only second to Bitcoin based on market capitalization, it is likely that the realized market capitalization will continue to grow with greater investment flows. With the realized market capitalization hitting an all-time high earlier this week, it'll be instrumental to derivatives exchange activity and Ethereum's price rally beyond the new all-time high. Yeah, I mean, your chance to get 40 ETH for 1 Bitcoin has passed. You'd have 60K right now. Yep. So anyway, crypto exchanges see massive stablecoin inflow hours before a MicroStrategy conference. Crypto exchanges saw a massive inflow of over 550 million in stablecoins this morning, as the price of Bitcoin looks bullish, having broken above 36,000 yesterday. The massive flow of stablecoins suggests that the market is gearing up to make more purchases, thus a bullish sign. 552 million in stablecoins just flowed into all exchanges and renewed the all-time high again. Stablecoin inflow reached the all-time high with the massive inflow of 552 million. The massive inflow into exchange comes just hours before MicroStrategy's yearly conference, which would be focused on Bitcoin for corporations this time around, as the firm is one of the most bullish institutions with nearly 2.5 billion in Bitcoin holdings. If you're interested in the legal considerations firms face while integrating Bitcoin into their corporate strategy, you are not alone. We have professionals from more than 1,400 firms joining us today for this discussion. There is still time for your legal team to attend. Look at that. MicroStrategy bought another 10 million worth of Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin finally looking for a move? Sounds pretty bullish to me. Grayscale Ethereum inflows surpassed Bitcoin inflows yesterday as CME futures near Ethereum futures, man, I'm telling you, CME. This is going to be huge. 32K was the short-term bottom for the Bitcoin price. The Coinbase outflow to custodial wallets considered crypto quant as an adequate price prediction tool have caught the latest price increase that drove Bitcoin from 32 to 37 in a few days. The CEO of the analytics company attributed this to institutional demand and that such purchases are among the most notable bullish signals. Bitcoin may eclipse 1 billion users over the next 4 years, says Willy Woo. Analyst Willy Woo thinks Bitcoin will be adopted at the same or higher rate than the internet. According to the current adoption rates, Woo says Bitcoin will reach 1 billion users in the next 4 years. Woo says this level of growth will put Bitcoin at the same technology level as the internet in 2005. In terms of adoption, Bitcoin has roughly the same users that the internet had in 1997, but Bitcoin's growing faster, nearly 4 years on the current path. We're bringing Bitcoin users to 1 billion people. That's equivalent of the 2005 for the internet. That's what people don't realize. The ultimate store of value. Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin to be a decentralized store and transfer of value, but it seems the four is taking the lead. Although Bitcoin should work as cash, current investors view it more as gold. As a store of value, Bitcoin's narrative is already propelling it to new heights, gaining adoption from all walks of life. Even if Bitcoin doesn't become the ultimate digital currency, it proves an opportunity to hedge against government-controlled fiat inflation. Yes, it does. So you're not a Bitcoin whale, but what kind of BTC creature are you? Okay, so if you own less than a Bitcoin, sorry to break it to you, but Glassnode Boffin says you're at the very bottom of the subaquatic food chain. You're a humble shrimp. If you own anything between 1 and 10, you get claws and can be classed as a crab. So I'm in the crab section, man. I get to be a crab. 8-lined octopus hold between 15 and 50 tokens. While you can consider yourself a fish, you hold between 50 and 100 tokens. But to be really move up the food chain, you need to be anywhere between 100 to 500 for the much coveted dolphin status. I'd love to be a dolphin. And things start sounding truly badass when you get to 500 to 1,000. This is when you officially become a Bitcoin shark. But at its apex, whale status, you have to be very up there. To really become a whale, you need 5,000 Bitcoins, which grants you the humpback status. So shout out to everyone in my crew. Are you a whale? Are you an octopus? Are you a dolphin? What are you in the Bitcoin hierarchy, right? What are you? Seriously, what are you in the Bitcoin hierarchy? Everybody wants to know, right? Everybody needs to know. Are you a crab? Are you a dolphin? What are you, my friend? What are you? What are you? Capital Manager expects new Bitcoin all-time high within days. Bitcoin price has been consolidating in an ever-tightening range between 42 and 48 and a low of nearly 28,000. But could a new all-time high be only days away? I think it's it. I think it is. I really do. FOMO is spreading like wildfire, and participants now range from retail to corporate CEOs, institutions, and other high net worth individuals. Celebrities are acting as an echo chamber in the mainstream media, is furthering the frenzy with outrageous headlines featuring claims of valuations reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars per coin. Grayscale founder expects a tidal wave of capital to flow into crypto. More than 750 billion has been added to the total crypto market cap since the start of 2020, but according to Barry Silbert, founder of Grayscale, he says a lot more is on the way. According to the CEO of Digital Currency Group, a tidal wave of capital is about to flow into crypto. Here are the factors that could be causing another surge. The recent and rapid rise of Bitcoin to 1 trillion market cap. A tidal wave of crypto is coming. Where? I'm trying to see. They kind of... institutional investors could consider moving capital into crypto due to a larger chance of upside. Traders could find a home in the free market of cryptocurrencies. The term is currently trending on Twitter, showing how significant this movement is to the history of finance. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot of stock guys out of the stock market. They're going to come into crypto. Visa to launch bridging software for banks to integrate Bitcoin trading services. Visa has fully embraced Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with its new announcement to launch a Visa Crypto API software program for banks to support the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. This is huge, man. Onboarding with Visa, it's over, guys. It's over. Like, this is all we ever needed. In 2017, we were talking about all this. I'm a plankton, man. You're not an XRP dolphin, man. You ain't nothing. You a freaking crab. You want to be a whale, bro. You should have manned up, and you should sell all those paintings and freaking buy some Bitcoin and then buy the paintings back with more money. But you think you'll make more? Maybe you will. As Bitcoin prices try and move higher again, a number of bullish signals have appeared on the crypto sky, according to insiders. While popular analyst argues that the profit taking is over. Yep, we went over this yesterday. Similar scenario here. MicroStrategy drops another 10 million on Bitcoin. We went over that. We went over the stock to flow model. Plan B increasing 20% monthly, dude. Making 20% a month on my monies. The darknet markets earned a record 1.7 worth of crypto in 2020. Miami residents soon to receive their salaries in Bitcoin. While some parts of the world are stifling the rise of Bitcoin, others are embracing it. The city of Miami is ready to set the tone for the future of Bitcoin. Thanks to its current mayor pro-Bitcoin plans, Miami is making a major move to adopt Bitcoin faster than any other leading U.S. city, with several laid out rules to set the catapult Bitcoin to enter the city. The catapult Bitcoin to enter to the center of the city. To catapult Bitcoin to the center of the city. Mayor Francis Suarez recently revealed that he is considering giving the residents of the state the option of receiving their salaries through Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. This is following his recent disclosure on the possibility that taxes and services might be paid in Bitcoin as well. The mayor also suggests interest in raising funds for his campaign re-election through Bitcoin. Well, the idea is if people give you $200 today, right? Like a month or two from now, it's like $300. So you end up with more money when you use Bitcoin to run your funds or do anything like that. So like if you were going to run for office and people are going to donate, and then 2 months from there, you have even more donations in the kitty because it tripled instead of staying the same or actually losing purchasing power. The thing is, the dollar's losing so much purchasing power each month that it's forcing people to get into cryptocurrency faster than ever, you know. All right, guys, we're going to end the show there, man. We had a great time, though. I think we had an awesome live stream. I hope you all had a great live stream. I certainly had a wonderful live stream. Any last requests? Any last quick questions? Anything you guys really feel like you have to discuss, want to get off your chest? Let me know. I'm here for another 5 minutes. We can kind of get it in. We are all going to the moon, my friend. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Jojo, XRP Moon, XRP Muser, the Moon Man, Bitcoin, Chris Conlon, Hadouken AM, Oz, Ordinary, right? Hadouken, Trade Intuition, XIP Musa, Levi's 502, Ross Bush, Sergu McConaughey, My Nano Man, Eddie DC, every single person here on the live stream, March and K, Jojo, JV Supreme 23, Arthur L, every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping into the live. Chris Conlon, Oz, Chrissy Fouts, Noel, every single one of you guys. Super, super appreciate it, man, as we make it through the crypto space. Take a look at Bitcoin right before we leave. Just one last little touch. 37K, baby. Doing its thing. Looking wonderful. Looking wonderful. Watch that 4 hour. Don't be surprised if we go back to 35 and be upset, or 34.5. It's completely expected. Even this green line here, 34.7, yeah, 34.500. Completely expected that we stay in between these green lines. I would like us to see us come down and bounce off of 34.7 just one more time, just to establish the fact that this previous resistance here becomes new support line. And so don't be upset if we go to 37.8, 34.8. It'll be completely expected. Everything will go the way it goes. Stone One, YGM, my man. Lynn, just listening because I'm at work. Thank you so much for coming on in. Hope everyone is happy today. We are. Frankie, I would like to know how to stake some cake. We showed you how to stake cake numerous times on the show. All you do is you send, number one, Frankie, DM me in the Telegram, because there's a list of things to do. And yeah, thank you, Lifer, and see you next time. I'm working from home as well. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in, and thank you for joining me. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll say it together, guys. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love y'all. Be safe.